Before history had a name, before kingdoms, empires, and legends, humanity took its first step into civilization in a land called Sumer. Sumer emerged in southern Mesopotamia between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, two waterways that turned barren land into the cradle of civilization. Imagine waking in Sumer at dawn. The air is warm, the city already alive. Bells ring, animals stir. The world's first urban morning begins. Footsteps echo on packed earth. Merchants call out prices. Children run between walls of mud brick older than memory. Most families lived in small courtyard homes, simple, functional, and built for the harsh Mesopotamian heat. Bread, dates, onions, and beer formed the core of the Sumerian diet, nutrition that sustained civilization itself. Beer was not luxury, it was safer than water, part of wages, and shared daily across society. From sunrise to sunset, labor powered the city. Farmers, builders, scribes, and soldiers all bound by duty. Stone was rare, so Sumer built an empire from mud, sun-dried bricks stacked into permanence. Life in Sumer was lived under divine surveillance. A failed harvest was not chance, it was punishment. Priests read the future in stars, smoke, dreams, and the organs of sacrificed animals. Unlike later cultures, Sumer saw the afterlife as dark and uncertain, a shadowy continuation, not paradise. In a fragile world, writing became memory, an attempt to make life permanent. Even after Sumerian ceased to be spoken, it survived as a sacred and scholarly language. Cities, laws, time, writing, administration. These are not modern inventions, they are Sumerian. Seasonal floods brought rich silt, allowing agriculture to flourish and permanent settlements to form. Here, humanity built the world's first cities, Uruk, Ur, Lagash, centers of trade, power, and innovation. These cities housed tens of thousands, supported by organized labor, storage systems, and specialized professions. To manage growing complexity, the Sumerians invented writing, cuneiform, pressed into clay. With writing, history began. Laws, trade records, prayers, and stories preserved beyond memory. The Sumerians believed their gods ruled every force of nature, from storms to harvests, from birth to death. Each city was crowned by a ziggurat, a massive step temple meant to connect heaven and earth. Rulers claimed divine approval, acting as intermediaries between gods and people. Sumer produced the earliest legal codes, establishing rules for society and punishment. They invented the wheel, advanced mathematics, timekeeping, and organized trade. City-states competed for land and water, leading to organized warfare. From Sumer came the world's oldest epic, Gilgamesh, exploring life, death, and immortality. Over time, invasions, environmental damage, and shifting rivers weakened Sumer's power. Though Sumer fell, its ideas shaped every civilization that followed. Sumer was not just the first civilization, it was the foundation of the modern world. Sumer was not a single kingdom, but a network of independent city-states, each with its own ruler, god, and destiny. These city-states competed fiercely for water, land, trade routes, and divine favor. To survive, the Sumerians engineered complex irrigation systems, redirecting rivers with canals and dams. But centuries of irrigation slowly poisoned the soil with salt, weakening their agricultural foundation. Sumerian society was strictly layered, priests and kings at the top, followed by merchants, artisans, farmers, and slaves. Women in Sumer could own property, conduct business, and serve as priestesses, rights rare in the ancient world. Sumer lacked natural resources, so it built vast trade networks stretching to Anatolia, the Indus Valley, and beyond. They pioneered standardized trade, using silver by weight, the ancestor of modern money. Sumerians developed a base 60-number system, why we still count 60 seconds in a minute today. They tracked stars and planets, believing the heavens revealed the will of the gods. Medicine blended science and magic, with treatments recorded alongside prayers and rituals. Sumer established the world's first schools, training scribes in writing, math, and law. Scribes held immense power. They controlled knowledge, records, and memory itself. Sumer pioneered organized armies, bronze weapons, and early military formations. Eventually, stronger empires absorbed Sumer, but never erased its influence. Even after its fall, Sumerian language, myths, and laws lived on through Akkadians and Babylonians. Cities, writing, law, time, mathematics, Sumer built the blueprint of civilization. The cities fell silent, the rivers shifted, but the idea of civilization never disappeared. Before the world knew its name, humanity was already learning how to become human, in Sumer. When we look back far enough, every road leads to Sumer, the place where humanity learned how to live together.